الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله لا إله إلا الله علي ولي.
What is the difference between a Sunni and Shia? The answer is that there are a lot of differences, but in this video I will cover the main ones. But first, as a quick disclaimer, this video will focus on textual sources. There might be a lot of Shias that say these beliefs, I don't believe them. There might be some Sunnis that say the same, but beliefs are not based on what people think or say, or their opinions. Beliefs are based on what the books.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ikhwan, today I'm going to try to give the most biased opinion on the Sunni Shia split and see if it works out for me without ever reading a Shia book or looking into it, just by reading an online article or listening to my friends on TikTok. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Let's start.
Firstly, regarding Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Sunnis believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has 99 names and his attributes. For example, he speaks, and his speech is the Quran, he hears and he sees all things. And also they believe that dua can only be made directly to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala without any middleman or intermediary in between. On the other hand, Shias believe that Allah is too unique to be explained by any sort of name or attribute. So instead, they apply these names and attributes to the Imams. For example, they believe that the Imams are the ears of Allah through which he hears, and they're the eyes of Allah through which he sees, and they're the manifestation of Allah's mercy. They also believe that dua can be made to the Imam, and they act as an intermediary.
So firstly, regarding God, Sunnis believe that God was created just like Adam, and Adam was created just like God. They have the same image. Their God is a body. He is like a human being. He's just like the Christians. They believe God is just like the Christian God. This is the difference between the Sunnis and the Shias. As for the Shias, they believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cannot be described like a human being. He cannot be attributed to attributes that limit him. This is the Shia belief. But don't worry, no, Sunnism is the truth. Oh, and Shias believe that the Imams and the Prophet are a manifestation of Allah's mercy, like this verse says. But don't worry, for the Sunnis, the goat ate this verse. It's gone from their Quran. Their Quran is missing verses. The Shias call upon other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but so do the Sunni companions. So you Shias are just like the Sunni companions. Uthman ibn Hunayf, radwanullahi ta'ala alayh, he went and called upon other than Allah, and he went to the Prophet, and he asked Allah through the Prophet, this is haram, this is shirk. And the Sunni Prophet did shirk, but it's okay, shirk for him is possible.
Regarding the Quran, Sunnis believe that both the text and meaning were perfectly preserved and standardized by Uthman radhiyallahu anhu. So the current Quran we have, it's known as the Mus'haf of Uthman. On the other hand, Shias, in their books, it is mentioned that the original Quran was 3 times larger than the Quran we currently have, and it did not contain a single verse which is mentioned in it. This was known as the Mus'haf of Fatima and was kept by their Imams. So in the current day, there are 2 opinions among.
Yes, Ikhwan. So the Shia believe in Tahrif al-Quran, but the Muqaddimah I read in Al-Kafi, he definitely did not read Al-Kafi, it says that the Quran is muharraf. But here's Al-Kulayni telling us to return everything to the Quran. So I don't know, Al-Kulayni must be contradicting himself, or this brother has never read the Muqaddimah. He's just throwing out things. As for the Mus'haf of Fatima alayhi salam, here's the Mus'haf of Aisha. A Mus'haf does not mean a Quran, but if you want it to mean a Quran, every Mus'haf is a Quran, then Aisha here has a whole different Quran than us. And she was adding on to the Quran.
Regarding the prophets, Sunnis believe that the prophets were the greatest human beings to ever walk this earth. They're completely sinless and perfect role models for humanity. No other human being that is not a prophet or messenger can be more virtuous and higher than them. On the other hand, Shias believe that their 12 Imams have.
Notice, Ikhwan, he did not bring evidence for his last claim that prophets are sinless in Sunni books. In fact, what we find in Sunni books is that prophets are sinful. And in fact, they have a narration that says that on the Day of Judgment, there will be people that the prophets are envious of. As for the Sunni prophet, he himself was busy peeing on a pile of garbage in some people's dump. We don't know about him. He also was very good at listening to music, Ikhwan. He loved the beautiful sound of women's voices. So when they come and teach us about prophethood and who's better and who's not, they don't have a leg to stand on. Inshallah, one day, maybe when they grow up and read their books, they'll be able to come back and ask us Shia about prophethood.
They believe that the companions of the Prophet ﷺ were the best people after the prophets. This is because the companions got to live with the Prophet and see how he practiced Islam, and they had the privilege of hearing the Quran directly from his mouth. On the other hand, the Shias, they have 2 opinions regarding the companions. The first opinion is that they believe that the Prophet ﷺ failed to guide these people, so they were very selfish and evil and they didn't really care about Islam. The second, more common opinion is they just remain neutral on them. In their books, they don't mention them, they don't talk about them, they don't get any knowledge from them.
So firstly, the brother said that the Shia believe that the Prophet failed at guiding his companions. Akhi Habibi, first of all, the Prophet being successful or failing has nothing to do with if the companions were guided or not. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Al-Qasas, Ayah 56, إِنَّكَ لَا تَهْدِي مَنْ أَحْبَبْتَ وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ يَهْدِي مَنْ يَشَاءُ. And so therefore, the Shia do not tie the success of the Prophet to the companions, unlike you guys do. Your Prophet's a failure if the companions are failures, and your Prophet is successful if the companions are successful. Secondly, he said that the Shia do not take from the companions, they only take from Ahlul Bayt. Habibi, about 50% of your narrations are only from Abu Hurairah and Aisha alone. 4,000 to 5,000 from Abu Hurairah and 3,000 from Aisha. Now, you guys had to cope for this, so you fabricated reports that explain why Abu Hurairah narrates so much, even though he lived with the Prophet for only 2 years. As for the issue of all the companions being guided. We Shia do not believe this. We believe some companions can be bad and some can be good. We're reasonable, unlike you guys who have 114,000 infallibles. Inshallah, I gave you a true, unbiased opinion on the difference between a Shi'i and a Sunni, quoting actual sources without having not understood these sources. Now, I want all the Shia who watch this to the very end to tag this brother in this video and make sure that he knows any of these topics, any of them, that he wishes to have a discussion on. We are willing to do so. He does not have to fabricate on the Shia name in order to gain clout. Akhi, we're still alive, as the saying goes. We're not dead for you to fabricate on us. We know what our beliefs are. We are available to discuss them, inshallah. May Allah bless all the brothers and sisters. Wassalamu alaikum.